Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the video. Fun fact, I actually don't chug eggs for breakfast, but I did want to recreate the intro from Hobbs and Shaw, and this seemed like the perfect excuse to do so. If you're new to the channel, my name is Hunter. I'm the founder of a software company called MemberUp and the manager of a creator business that makes over $100,000 per month. Now, I don't share that to brag. In fact, it wasn't that long ago that I was literally living in my car struggling as a broke videographer. But with that said, I wanted to make this video to document the morning workflow as a growth operator or somebody who manages a creator business so you guys can actually get some insight on what that day-to-day actually looks like. And here's another fun fact. It doesn't involve some 12-step process with breath work and meditation and all that sort of stuff. In fact, it's actually pretty straightforward, but I do start my day with a workout. So we're going to go get my buddy, head over to the gym, and get after it.
I wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can fuck her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm a terrorist. Eat my asparagus, then I'm asking her thoughts of a young nigga. Fast money and freedom, a crash dummy for dollars. I know you dying to meet him, I'll probably die in a minute. Just bury me with 20
All right, guys, so gym workout out of the way. Now, the first thing I will do when it comes to the morning workflow is do morning check-ins. So with our creator business, we have a team of 3. We have a setter, a closer, and a community manager. So we'll make sure that we check in with them. Everything's moving smoothly. Then in our software company, we actually have a team of 12, and they're actually mostly developers. Now, I'm not a technical founder by any means. I don't communicate with the developers like a developer, but I'll go in there, make sure everything's running smoothly, get in there and community support if I need to do anything, and go from there. But we gotta do our supplements first. So after the workout, we got magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, astaxanthin, which that probably sounds like a weird one, but it's good for your cellular health and all that sort of stuff. And then lastly, ubiquinol, which is the same thing.
trust in 2012, there's no one, not even myself, a Gemini screaming for help. Somebody hold up, 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 hold up.
All right, guys, so morning check-ins are over. I actually have a little to-do list here. I like writing things down. It's actually really nice. And before I get into the other things, I actually wanted to show you what it looks like to run a creator team, because if you're a creator yourself and you're looking to actually build a business, you're going to need to, at some point, have support. And if you are also a growth operator, the whole point of being in that role and working with the creator is to be able to help them scale and help them manage the actual business side of things, which looks like building a team. So let me show you what that looks like.
All right, so we're here in Slack, and I wanted to show you how we have things set up here. And if you're new to Slack, it basically is just a tool that you can use to manage and communicate with your team. Now, in our case, we run a creative business, and we have 3 team members. We have a setter, a closer, and a community manager. So with that said, we have communication basically set up in channels, so it actually makes everything super easy to communicate because everything is organized on topic in the business. So if you've ever used Slack in the past and you've tried to have just one channel, it can get really confusing to find things and everybody's talking in one space. So it's actually really nice to set up channels in Slack that are all associated with the specific topic or department of your business. So running through them real quick, we have admin. That's basically where myself, Amy, and Danielle, who are the founders of the business, we communicate in here. Then below that, we have calls booked. So we do sales calls on our business because we are a high ticket coaching program. So we can actually see the calls come through here, which is actually really cool. Then we have community management. Now we do have a manager that basically answers any questions of the students and the members, and that is seen in here. Then customer service, that's pretty straightforward. That's where any questions are with customer service. Then DM setting, so that's where our setter manages and has any questions when it comes to having conversations in the DMs. Then sales, this is my favorite place, obviously, because when any sales come through, they actually get pinged in here and we get to celebrate them. Then team-wide chat. So this is basically like the lounge. This is where all the team members can chat with each other, share what they're working on, share what they did over the weekend. It's just a good place to communicate. Testimonials. This is actually for any testimonials that come through from students. We get to see them here and celebrate any wins. And then wins are going to actually be for our team members. So any big wins that our team has, they get to post them in here, and it's nice to celebrate them there.
All right, so that is what the team and the process of communicating with the team looks like. And one thing I'll say about business that is amazing and also unfortunate is that business is boring. It's routine and systems, and that was actually kind of hard for me to learn. It took me a while to figure that out. And I think it's because as a creative person, you're constantly kind of looking for the exciting part of business. It's fun to make videos, it's fun to travel. And at the end of the day, business is not about you. It's about first your customers, then it's about your team and creating an environment for your team to thrive. And then it is about the business owner. If you're wanting to do the same, I think you really have to step into that awareness of having routine, having systems, and that's how you actually are going to scale a business. So with that said, on the list of things to do today, I'm going to be scripting some new ad creative. We run ads, paid ads on Instagram. Then I'm going to also be doing a MemberUp podcast. One cool thing that we're actually implementing at MemberUp, which is our software company, is we're actually reaching out to creators and having them on a podcast. I think when it comes to podcasts, a lot of people think that podcasts have to be this large execution like the Joe Rogan show or like some type of large audience-based show. It actually doesn't have to be that way. That certainly is a place if you're trying to build a podcast business. But one of the cool things about podcasts, even if nobody listens to it, it's a really smart way to actually get in communication with your customers. That's something that we're implementing at MemberUp. We're actually just reaching out to creators, having conversations with them on a podcast. And it's actually an organic, real podcast where we actually interview them. Then at the end of it, if there is alignment and they do actually want to use the software, we will actually give them an invite, give them a free 1-month access to the actual platform so they can check it out. And if it fits, it's actually been a really cool way to actually get people onto the platform. And then finally on the list for the morning is to create a new lead magnet for MemberUp. Now, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, it basically is something that you give away for free that is giving value to your customers, helps them gain some trust with you, and then actually prompts them to potentially get more information on how they can actually use your product or service. So that one is, I believe, going to be 10 income streams for creators. I will actually link that in the description. So if you want to check that out, go check out the link there. And I'm going to get into it.
You came into my life with no warning, like a flash of light. And I was doing fine, but as you came in, I'm not ready.
All right, so we just got the morning call block done. We got 4 ads done. I had a podcast interview with a creator out of Australia. She's a coach. We also got the lead magnet done, which I'm excited about. That took a while. Like I said, in the description, if you want to check that out. And it's time to take a little break. I made myself a coffee. Amy actually got me this Breville espresso machine, which is, if you're a coffee fan, it is legit. I definitely suggest you check it out. That actually kind of leads me to the point that I wanted to bring up, which is, as I mentioned earlier, around routine. I think one of the things that makes routine feel really good is having rewards, some type of system that you can look forward to. That could be like little things like having a coffee after you get some work done. It could be going for a walk. It could be taking just breaks throughout the day or celebrating yourself in some way. I know that sounds kind of like woo-woo, but at the end of the day, if you're not having those small wins throughout the day and as you're actually doing all of that work and getting in the grind, it's going to feel like you're not actually getting any momentum forward. So I found that just little small ones like that, making yourself a coffee, is something that really, really helps and allows you to kind of keep going throughout the day. So whatever works for you, I suggest you give it a shot. And no pun intended that I just poured myself an espresso shot. So, that's what it is.
All right, so I think that wraps it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and you found some value, I'd love to hear what you actually got out of it. If you can leave me a comment, let me know, and anything you actually like to learn from it. If you're a creator yourself or somebody who wants to work in this industry, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out more videos and sharing more of my journey with you. And finally, it's time to get back to work, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.